welcome to another live lesson. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get started. Today's topic, sound alike, how homophones are confusing and fun. So in today's lesson, we are going to have fun and we're gonna get confused. There'll be a bit of both. Let's take a look at all the notes. Okay. So today there's a lot. We're gonna look at 50 homophones. All of these here, and yet I'm gonna go through each one at a time. But first I wanna say hello to a few of you. We have Dalton, always good to see you. Thank you for being here. And then I see Honey, hello. Hello, Solin, good to see you here. Hello, Sonia. Nargis, I would like to have the recording as well. Yes, all these lessons stay on my channel, so you can watch them whenever you want. Okay. We have Delini, hello! And Manuel, morning? Well, for me it's the afternoon, but for you, good morning, I assume. Thank you. Keep the hellos coming. Keep them coming. Wonderful. Okay. So, just to remind you, if you want all these notes, you can always become a member and download them later. So today I have 50 homophones for you. It might be a good idea to get the notes, then you can review them and practice them in your own time. Okay. The title of my lesson is Sound Alike. Let's go. What does alike mean? This can be an adjective or adverb. This means two things are the same or similar. The same or similar. We think alike. We think alike when it comes to business decisions. We think in the same way. I have twin daughters, but they do not look alike. Homophones. Homophones are words that sound alike, but have different spellings and definitions. And this is why they're confusing. This is a big reason English is confusing. Same pronunciation, different spelling. Good. Sira? Well, hello. It's the first time you are here. Thank you for joining me. I'm happy to have you here. Good. Okay. These are the 50 we're going to look at. I think a lot of you know these, but the spelling's important. Some might be new for you. Some might just be a review. And what I want you to do as we go through this list, if you can think of your own example sentences, put them in the chat. Practice. Even if I can't see or highlight your comment, you just want to practice. Start thinking in English. Okay. Let's start with number 1. Remember, we have 50 to go through, so I might do some of these kind of quickly. Okay. Number 1, be. Remember, these sound the same. You know be. That's the most common verb in English. You need to be on time. Don't be late again. And then we have bee with the double E. This is a small black and white insect that makes honey. They're so cute. Well, I think bees are cute. I think a bee just stung me. Stung is that verb. I think a bee just stung me. Look here, it's a bit small. Let me zoom in for a second. Okay. Sting is an irregular verb. Sting, stung, stung. I think a bee just stung me. Okay, there we go. I and I, you know these. I sent you an email And an eye, you know, the organ that allows you to see. I have something in my eye. When you say, I have something in my eye, in English this means there's something irritating your eye, like a piece of dust or maybe an eyelash. It's really annoying. Okay. Nice. And don't forget, get your examples in. Alfie says, you will be late if you don't wake up. Exactly. Exactly. Let's keep moving. Nice and easy. Let's take it easy. Number 3, no and no, no and no. You know, in English, there are a lot of silent letters. Do you like tea? No, not really. I know your name. And for each of these words, I have the little part of speech here. This is really good to know. And the verb forms, know, knew, known. And I'm seeing a lot of great examples. Okay, let me try and click on one. Julia, by and large, I don't see eye to eye with my peers. I love that. So even if some of this vocabulary is simple, try to write your own advanced sentences like this one here. Really nice sentence. Dalton, I see a bee close to my eye, not close of my eye, close to my eye. Homira, coarse and coarse, that's coming up. We're going to look at that one. Okay. See and see, see. The ability of your eyes, see, saw, seen. I can't see without my glasses. Sea, a body of salt water that is smaller than an ocean. We swam in the Mediterranean Sea on our trip to Italy. Great. Number 5, let's keep going. Let's do the simple ones quickly, and then we can do the more advanced ones. We can take a bit more time with those. Here, 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 here. Can you please speak up? I can't hear you so well. Come here. And I've highlighted this one here in purple. Speak up is a phrasal verb. That means speak louder. Speak louder. Old says here and here don't sound alike. Yes, they do. Absolutely. I hear you. Come here. They are identical. Yasmin, nice example. Can you hear me if I stand up here? Really nice. Manuel says, teacher, I am here, but I can barely hear you. Could you speak louder? Could you speak louder? Sun, sun. Sun, sun. And Jiang has a question. Sun and sun are exactly the same? Absolutely. Every pair in this lesson sounds the same. They sound the same. Exactly the same. Okay. My son turns 11 in May. Turns, when we change age, you know, when you become 1 year older, we always use turn. Some people say, when I change 11, something like that. We always use turn. Don't look directly at the sun. Wave. Her son loves playing out in the sun. Exactly. Sun, sun. Okay, let's keep going. Later, you can write your own examples if you get these notes. Dalton, speaking about age, I can use became instead of turns. No, become isn't so natural. We wouldn't say my dad becomes 70 next year. Turns is correct. Okay. 8. Again, identical. There is no difference. We need 8 parent volunteers to help with the trip. I ate leftovers for lunch. I ate leftovers for lunch. And leftovers, they're, the food that you don't finish at dinner, you can save them. Those are your leftovers. Roshan, he ate 8 burgers. I love it. So it doesn't matter what number we're on. If you can think of any examples, just put them in the comments. It doesn't matter what number we are on. Honey, I ate 8 donuts. Yep. Yasmin, I ate 8 sandwiches. Yep. Good. Hello, Victor. Thank you for your greetings. From cold weather. It's pretty chilly where I am as well. I'm in England. For me, it's not that cold. It's 8 degrees Celsius. Here, that's not so cold. Okay. Whole and whole. Whole, whole. Whole and empty space. A moth. A moth chewed a hole in my sweater. That's annoying. A moth, sometimes moths will eat your clothes. Whole. All, not divided. We mean whole. We don't mean half the pizza. We don't mean a quarter of the pizza. We mean whole. Everything. We spent the whole day at the beach. Okay. Good. Julia says, I demolished, nice verb, 8 pieces of pizza at one go. In one go, absolutely. Good. Miranda says, there's a whole hole in the wall. Nice. It's good that you're thinking of examples with both words in the same sentence. So when you practice, they're the same. There's a whole hole in the wall. I can't see the whole hole. Giovanni says, all and whole sound similar. Okay, all and whole sound similar. What I'm going to do, Giovanni, I'm going to say each one 3 times, and you're really going to hear the difference. All. Whole, whole, whole. All like ball, and whole like bowl. You go bowling. Good. Nice. Tail, 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 tail. A tale with this spelling is a fiction story, usually about magic or something not realistic. That's a tale. Many folk tales involve talking animals, something a little bit magical. Tail. The end of an animal. Lots of animals have tails. My dog happily wagged its tail. Wag. Wag is this motion. Dogs wag their tails. Honey, I read a tale about a dog's tail. Really nice. Good. Homira says, I slip now when going to sleep. The E sound and it sound in English can be really difficult. So slip and sleep are different sounds. Slip, slip, slip. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Good. Wondering about a fairy tale about a tail. Yeah, that could be possible. Okay. Miranda, it was a tale about a magic tail. Yeah, that would be an interesting story. Good. Okay. Number 10. Ooh, we're already on number 10. This is good. Let's keep moving. Maid, maid. Maid, maid. Same pronunciation. So the word maid, to be honest, is slightly old-fashioned. Nowadays, people would more likely say a housekeeper or a cleaner. A woman whose job it is to clean and serve. Sue works as a maid on the weekend. Maid. Remember, it's an irregular verb. Make, made, made. We made pizza from scratch on Friday. From scratch. From scratch. This means you cook from the very basic ingredients. You don't buy anything in a package. If you make pizza from scratch, you need flour, water, yeast, really from the basics. Roshan, nice. A maid served us homemade food. Great. Ali Reza says, dough made of sifted flour. Oh, you might be do you bake, Ali Reza? Because sifting is kind of a professional move, I say. Zakir, my maid made a cup of tea. I love it. Alfie says, I made my maid a cake. Good. Really nice examples. Let's go. Do 11. Let's move on. Okay. Week, 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 week. 1 week is 7 days. We are going to spend a week in Prague. We are going to spend a week in Prague. Weak. The opposite of strong. You have strong, and then you have weak. My legs. My legs felt weak after my spinning class. And spinning is this activity here when you're on a stationary bike. That's spinning. Dalton, I'm feeling weak this week. Great example. Manuel says, my maid made me a good cup of coffee. Excellent. Yasmin, I'm weak and sick this week. Good example. Yep. Manuel, 8 days a week I do weightlifting, so my muscles are not weak. Great. Okay. Good. Really nice. Number 12. Right, 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 right. Right can be the opposite of wrong. Right, wrong. Or it can mean the opposite of left. You go right, you go left. I got all answers right. Right. Irregular verb. Write, wrote, written. What should I write in my boss's birthday card? What should I write? Ooh, I gotta make this bold. Ugh. There we go. What should I write in my boss's birthday card? And a card is this object. It's that folded piece of paper that you can send to someone if it's their birthday, if it's a holiday. That's a card. Now let's see. I'm gonna look at your examples. Okay. Homer says, I write a right quote. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, I write a right quote. If you do it regularly, we would actually use a past simple here. I wrote a right quote. You could say that. Yeah. Honey, I will write right. And in this case, I think you meant to write right. This one here, I will write right. Rashan, where should I want to write an address? Where should I write an address? Right, left, or right? Yeah? Good. Wonderful. I love your examples. Keep them coming. Keep practicing. But we're only on number 12. We have a lot more to get through. Let's keep going. Okay. 2, 2. 2, 2. 2 can mean very or also. The soup is too hot. And remember, when 2 means very, there's a negative feeling. The soup is too hot. I can't drink it. I like you too. I like you also. 2. This word just causes so many problems. It can be a preposition or part of the infinitive. Preposition, I went to the park. Infinitive, I need to go. Ahmed Mohammed says, I asked the right questions. Yes. Manuel says, too late, I have to go. See you soon. Really good. Manuel, do you really have to go? If you are leaving, it was great to see you here. Sometimes I don't know if examples are examples or if they're real. Stacy says, it is too late to go to the department store. Yeah, we have 2 and 2. Very nice. Ramesh Badu says, my coffee is too hot to drink. I love it. Roshan, okay, can we use 2 modal verbs in a sentence? Normally not. I'm trying to think of an example where you could use 2 modal verbs in a sentence. Yeah, if you can call me later, I would appreciate it. Oh, if you could call me later, I would appreciate it. It's possible, but I need to think a bit more for that one. It's possible though. Not common though. Okay. Good, good. Let's keep moving. Night, night. Night, night. Silent K. Night, the opposite of day. Bats are active at night. There we have a bat. And a knight here. This can be in the past. Knights were high-ranking soldiers. I have a picture of a knight. But nowadays, people can still be knights. This is a title of honor given by the King or Queen of England. Sir Elton John, I don't know if you know him or like his music, was knighted. Knight can also be a verb. Was knighted for his contributions to music. So Lynn, nice and simple example. We all sleep at night. Yeah, we all sleep at night. Dalton says Batman is the knight of the night. He is, I agree. Carl says the Black Knight is going to come at night. Absolutely. Oh, here! I read a tale about a knight last night. Here we have it. Tale, let's go back up for a second. I'm scrolling. This is why homophones are such a pain. If you're speaking about a story, tale is T-A. I read a tale about a knight. Yeah, homophones are confusing. Where were we? Night and night. Okay. Meet, 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 meet. Meet. For two or more people to see each other. This can be for the first time or again. For the first time. I met my new teacher. I'm meeting Lynn later. First time or just again. My favorite meat is chicken. Meat and meat. Jiang says, because it doesn't sound like British English at all. Yes, it depends on your accent. I have an American accent, so for some speakers of British English, these might not be homophones, and vice versa. But I would need to think of examples of those. Okay. Abba says, meet me at the meat store. Yeah. Yasmin says, let's meet and eat. Eat meat. Meat is uncountable, so remove the A. Let's meet and eat meat. Oh, okay, now I'm getting confused. Let's meet and eat meat in that fancy restaurant. There we go. Nice. Really good. Keep active. Stay active in the lesson. Keep the examples coming. 16. Mail, mail. Mail, mail. Same. Letters or emails. I only receive junk mail or bills. And you know, junk mail, that's all the mail you don't want, like flyers or ads, things like that. You don't want junk mail. Male, the opposite of female. Male peacocks, there's a peacock, are the ones with colorful feathers. The males are the beautiful ones, aren't they? Break, break. Break, break. If something breaks, something is damaged. Break, broke, broken. Irregular verb. Break can also be a noun. Ooh, I gotta put that there. Verb or a noun. If break is a noun, you know it's a time of rest. Everyone needs to take a break. Glass can break easily. I need a break. Break. Ooh, again, this is a verb and a noun. I gotta make sure I get everything here. Ooh. Okay. So to break is to stop a vehicle. Break, braked, braked. This can be a bit confusing because the pronunciation is the same. Break to damage is break, broke, broken. But break to stop a vehicle is break, braked, braked. That's a little bit confusing. And if we use the noun, this is the thing that stops a vehicle. I didn't brake in time and hit a tree. Hit the brakes. We have verb and the noun. Vijayasri, ooh, good to see you here. Hello. Manuel says, I stepped the brake and sound as if something breakdance. Okay, we can say, I stepped on the brake. I stepped on the brake and it sounded as if something was breakdancing. Yeah. Roshat, I broke down. Nice phrasal verb. I broke down when the brake. Remember, if it's a brake like this, we need the A spelling. When the brake of my bike was broken. That's like a tongue twister. That's really difficult to say. Let's keep going. Peace, piece. Piece, piece. A piece means a part of the whole. And here's a little trick to learn how to spell piece correctly. In the word piece, you have pie. Like, I want a piece of pie. Pie has a word, piece has a word pie in it. That's how I remember it. The puzzle contains 1,000 pieces. Peace. No war, no violence, no disagreements. Doves. Doves are a symbol of peace. And doves are these white birds here. Doves are white. Omar, give me a piece of your cake if you want peace. Yeah, I understand. Good. Okay, let's keep going. You know, we're on number 18. I might need to speed up a little bit. Ooh, we have a lot to get through. That was page 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 more pages. Let's speed this up. Ooh, you can always pause the video and come back later, but I gotta keep moving. Which, 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 which. Which is a pretty complicated word in English. There's a lot of grammar involved with which. It can be a pronoun and determiner. If you want more information on which, you can search for relative pronouns, and I do have a lesson on relative pronouns on my channel. But for today, it's more about the pronunciation. She gave me a necklace. She gave me a necklace which belonged to her grandmother. Which? A woman with magic powers who often wears a pointed black hat, like in this picture. The witch brewed a potion in her cauldron. Potion is like a magic liquid, a potion. And a cauldron is one of these black pots, big black pots. Witches can use cauldrons. Honey, I love this example. The witch is coming, but I don't know which way to go. Very nice. Ooh, which witch hurt you? I want to know as well. Which witch did you watch? You guys are just giving me so many tongue twisters. Which witch did you watch? Okay. Nice. Okay. Number 20. Allowed, 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 allowed. Yes, you have permission. I am allowed to use the company car for personal errands. Allowed. You read or say something so people can hear you. Try to read aloud at least once a week. And I mean this, to practice your fluency, practice your English. Try to read aloud. Tim says, there was a witch, which was nice. Yeah, why not? There's a witch, which was nice. Good. Okay, keep your examples coming. I'm going to dip in and out of the comments. Flower, 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 flower. You know, flour here, powder from a grain, usually wheat. This bread roll recipe calls for 3 cups of flour. Here we have a bread roll, or we often just say a roll. Calls for means needs. This recipe needs 3 cups of flour. Flour, we have a picture, no explanation necessary. The flour is starting to wilt. The flour is starting to wilt. And wilt is a very specific verb. It means something soft like a flower or maybe like a head of lettuce. They become a little bit old and they start to lose their shape like this. Wilt. Speaking aloud isn't allowed here. Yes, speaking aloud isn't allowed here. Aisle, 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 aisle. And these two words sound the same as I'll, as in I will. Same pronunciation. Aisle, aisle, aisle. Oh, okay. This is not an aisle. I don't know. I didn't change that picture. We're going to get a new picture right now because this is not an aisle. I don't know. I forgot to change that picture. Let me find an aisle. Aisle. Let's do this together. Photos. So here, it's the space in the middle between rows of seats. Like on an airplane. Here we see an aisle in a grocery store. That also works. Okay, I'll do this one here. That one's a good one. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. Aisle, that middle space there. So, do you prefer the aisle seat or the window seat on a plane? Which one do you prefer? For me, it's definitely the aisle seat because I want to get up and down. I don't like being stuck by the window. For me, aisle seat. Aisle, a small island. And this word is usually in a name. We wouldn't say, oh, I'm going to that beautiful aisle. Normally we'd say island. However, aisle is possible. Like the Isle of Skye, the Isle of Wight, etc. A little island. So like the window seat. Right, not for me. You prefer the window seat. Alfie asks, is IELTS the homophones too? Okay, in the IELTS exam, there is not a section specifically on homophones. However, for the writing task, and in the listening task as well, when you listen, you have to write some answers. But in the writing, you have to spell the words correctly. But no, there isn't a homophone section specifically. Lawrence, hello! Aisle like wing. The aisle is the middle. So if I zoom in, these seats here are the aisle seats because they're right next to the middle. We have the aisle. So this is an aisle seat. And on the edge over there, we have the window seat. Window, middle, aisle. That's normally how planes are set up. So it's not about the wing. Okay. Dalton, aisles are good to get out in case of emergencies. Absolutely. Yeah, you want to be on an aisle seat. Okay. Ali Reza, yes, I hate it when someone hits me on the arm when passing the aisle. Yeah, yes, if you're sitting in an aisle seat, someone might hit you for sure. Good. These four here, they're getting a little bit more advanced, but let's take a look. Morning, 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 morning. You know what the morning is. It's the start of the day, AM. I have my best ideas in the morning when I eat breakfast. Morning. This is the period of great sadness after someone passes away. And pass away means die. It's a little bit of a gentler way to say die. In some cultures, people wore all black for months or even up to a year when they were in mourning. Yeah, so, whenever someone passes away, a loved one, there is a period of mourning. You are just extremely sad. You are grief-stricken for a very long time. This is mourning. Weather, 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 weather. You know what the weather is. Sunny, rainy, windy, etc. I check the weather every morning. I do this. I want to know what it's going to be like. Weather. This is a conjunction used to express either yes or no. I'm not sure whether James will come to the meeting. Yes, he will come. No, he won't come. Do you know whether Tina has a sister? Yes, she has a sister. Or no, she doesn't have a sister. So whether itself is quite a big topic. Today, we're just looking at the pronunciation and spelling. Good. Crystal says, I'm mourning. It can also be a verb. Very nice. To mourn is a verb as well. I'm mourning because I didn't wake up early in the morning. Yeah? Good. Perhaps there could be a family member who passed away somewhere in this story. Manuel said, this morning we are in mourning. My grandfather passed away last night. Yeah. Vikram, good example. Yesterday morning, she was mourning the death. We mourn something. We don't need a preposition. She was mourning the death of her best friend or best friends. Yeah. Good. Homira says, whether the weather is good or bad, I love to go to aerobics. That's the right attitude. Okay. 25. We are halfway. We are halfway. Let's keep going. Root, 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 root. With this word root here, it can also be pronounced route. So same spelling, but a lot of people say route. You can say route or route. It just depends where you're from. The path you take, the path that takes you from A to B, what's the quickest route or route to the airport? Root. The part of the plant that's underground, the roots go deep down. The tree's roots were beginning to push through the sidewalk. You know how that is. Let me enlarge this. You can see the tree's roots are pushing through the sidewalk. Toe, 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 toe. Toe, what's a toe? You have 10 on your feet. And some of my students have said, oh, foot fingers. They're not foot fingers, they are toes. Oh, I didn't put an example for this one. Can one of you give me an example with the word toe? I did not change this one. While you're trying to think of an example, I'm going to read you this one. So one of you, give me an example sentence with toe, please. I forgot to add it here. Tow the verb. To pull a vehicle or boat with another vehicle. Here we see a truck is being towed. I had to tow Carl's truck out of the mud. And mud is this brown stuff here. Good. Okay, I still need a toe example. Yoga says, how many homophones will you share? In today's lesson, 50. 50. So, we just passed halfway. We still have a lot to go. Okay, this might be a long lesson today, guys. Okay, Hansi, I'm going to take your example. That's a nice one. Okay. I stubbed my toe on the table. And stub means you hit. I stubbed my toe on the table. When people stub their toe, it's very, very painful. Okay, I stubbed my toe on the table. Thank you very much, Hansi. Good. Manuel, I hit my small right toe when the tow truck brought back my car. Yep. Good. Let's go. Steal, 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 steal. It would be nearly impossible to steal this jewelry with our advanced security system. Jewelry. Steel, a strong type of metal. Superman is called the Man of Steel because of his strength. Earlier, a few of you gave a few examples about Batman being a knight. Now we have Superman is the Man of Steel. Scene, 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 scene. A scene is one part of a movie or play. What was your favorite scene in the movie? I've seen a few pictures of their new house. I've seen a few pictures of their new house. Good. Great. Fair, fair. Fair, fair. Fair, a situation that is equal for everyone. Fair. You each get 2 scoops. You each get 2 scoops of ice cream. That's fair. Fair can also mean the money you pay for a bus, train, taxi ride, etc. And I'll remove that. The fare for a single round-trip ticket is $35, and round trip means there and back. That's a round-trip ticket. Miranda says, the thief is stealing steel appliances. Yep. Good example. Let's keep going. Deer, 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 deer. Deer, a type of forest animal. We see a picture. We saw deer tracks around our cabin. These are tracks. Tracks are footprints. Deer tracks. Dear, the way you begin a formal letter. Dear Mr. Smith, I hope the letter finds you well, etc. Nice. Let's keep going. Okay. Sell, 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 sell. Same thing. The smallest unit of a plant or animal. Blood cells, such as red and white cells, perform essential functions in the body. Sell, irregular verb, sell, sold, sold. We might sell the car. Difficult, hello! Dear diary, today I saw a real deer. There you go, very nice. Next one. Principal, 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 principal. The principal is the head of the school. Remember, okay, this next one here is a personal example because this is what I was taught in school. So we could learn how to spell principal with P-A-L. This was a trick I learned in school. Remember, the principal is your pal. A pal is a very informal way to say friend, like they are pals. So the word pal is in the word principal. Maybe that can help you remember how to spell principal. Principal can also mean the rules you follow to be a good person. My uncle was a man of principle. He never told a lie. The principle of respect for others is taught from a young age in many cultures. Good. Okay, let's keep going. Stationery, 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 stationery. Again, they sound the same. Something that remains in one place, it doesn't move. And I personally always struggle to spell these correctly. I always confuse the A and the E. So this is my personal little trick, so I always remember. I always think about stationery with the word air, A-I-R, because helicopters remain stationary. Of course, their propellers are moving, but they can just hover there. So I always think stationary with an A in the air like a helicopter. Hopefully that trick helps you as well. Hummingbirds can remain stationary when feeding. The earth seems stationary, but is actually constantly moving. Stationery here. Office and school supplies like pen and paper. Any little thing you need in office or for your schoolwork, that's stationery. We keep all of our office stationery in this cabinet here. Good. Okay, let's keep going. Scent, 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 scent. A scent, this is a smell. It's usually positive. The scent of flowers fill the air. I don't like scented candles. Scented candles. Scented is an adjective. Cent. A unit of money smaller than $1. A penny is worth 1 cent. It cost 25 cents. Crystal says, the scent of the scent is nice. It could be. Maybe. I mean, today we went to the stationery shop, really good, to buy school appliances. School supplies. We buy school supplies. Good. Manuel says the scent of a woman is priceless, like a cent coin found in the Roman Colosseum. Yeah. Okay. When I made these notes, this took me quite a while. I had to put all these together. So you can see I forgot another picture and I'm going to get it now. I just skipped it. So apologies for that. That is not healing. That's my image for fair. So let's get a image for heal. Let's see what comes up. I don't know what I'll see. Heal. Well, heal means to recover, to get better. Here we see a lot of emotional healing. If I type the word like wound or cut, the pictures might be a little bit bloody, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna get the picture of the doctor. Where's the doctor? Time to heal. Okay, let's do that one. Okay. Right. Heal, healed, healed. For your body, mind, or heart to recover. It'll take time for my wound to heal completely. And a wound is, when you damage your body, there's like a cut. That's a wound. Heel is also the back part of your foot. The shoes are too tight. My heel can't get in. Stacy says, my heel hurts and it will take time to heal. Absolutely. Honey, my heel is healing now. Yasmin, we could say I heal my hurt heel. Okay. Good examples, really nice examples. Sail, sail. Sail, sail. A boat moves on water. Can you imagine what it would be like to sail around the world? Sale means a period of time with discounts. I'm going to wait for the January sale before I buy a new coat. Okay, we're getting through this list. We're now on number 37. You guys are doing a really good job. I know there's been a lot of information, but you're doing really well. And I love your examples. Keep them coming. Coarse, 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 Course, a series of lessons. I'm sure many of you have taken an English course. I signed up to a 5-month English course. Coarse can also mean rough, not smooth. Like this material here is pretty coarse. I use coarse sea salt when cooking. I use coarse sea salt when cooking. Gabby says the boat sale is on sale. Nice. Fowl, fowl. Fowl, fowl. Foul means bad, and we're usually speaking about smells, moods, or weather. What's the foul smell coming from the sink? What's that bad smell? She is in a foul mood. Fowl. These are birds that are raised for meat and eggs. This word is good to know, but it's not such a common word in modern English. The farmer raised several types of fowl, including chickens, ducks, and geese. Nice. Okay, we gotta keep going. Peak, peak. Peak, peak. Peak, the top part of a mountain. We promised ourselves that we would hike to the peak. Peek, to look at something in a way that no one sees you. Peek, peeked, peeked. I quickly peeked inside of the gift bag. I didn't want anyone to notice that I was peeking. Band, band. Band, band. You know what a band is, a group of musicians. When I was in high school, I played the clarinet. I played the clarinet in the school band. Banned can be the verb or an adjective. This means something is no longer allowed. Banned. Forbidden. Smoking was banned in all public places in 2008, if I remember correctly. And you can see if banned is a verb, it's either the past simple form or the past participle form. The base verb is just ban there. Crystal says the band is banned in our country. Yep, really good. Nice. Oh, that's number 40. 10 more to go. I think we can do it. I think we can do 10 more. Okay. Close, close. Close, close. A lot of students struggle with this word here. Some people say clothes or clothes. Close, close. Some people do say clothes. They add that th sound in there, clothes. But you can if you want, but just say clothes. Keep it simple. I need new clothes like jeans and sweaters. Close, the opposite of open. Can I close the window? It's a bit chilly in here. Do, 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 do. And do is so common in English, it can be used in so many different ways. I'm bored. What should we do? What should we do? Do. Coming soon or expected to be finished. Our bus is due any moment now. It's coming soon. Our homework is due tomorrow. It's expected to be finished tomorrow. Good. Crystal says, I need to buy clothes, but the shop is closed. If it is closed, we need that D, but that could just be a typo. Oh, Manuel, you have another usage. Absolutely. Do can also mean because of. There are so many different ways we can use do. Due to the weather, I can't do exercise today. It's pouring. Yep. Really good. Okay. Pear, 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 pear. Common mistake. This fruit is not called pear. It's not a pear, it's a pear. This pear is overripe. It's too ripe. Pear, two things that match or fit together. I need a new pair of running shoes. Hour, 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 hour. Our last name is really common, Jones. That's a really common last name. We still have over an hour to wait for our flight. Vikram, what should you do because payment is due? Yeah, what should we do? Absolutely. Okay. Right, 5 more to go. We're almost done. Hang in there. Pier, pier. And no, I don't mean a peak. I'm gonna do friends. Yes, there we go. Okay. Peer, someone who's the same age or position as you. When I say position, I mean someone you work with. If you're at the same level, you are peers. It doesn't matter if you're older or younger. Tim worked hard to earn the respect of his peers in the legal community. Pier, a walkway that goes over water. Here we see a pier. Usually they're wooden. We held hands and strolled along the pier. We held hands and strolled along the pier. Stroll. This means to walk in a really nice way. Just relax. You can stroll along the pier, stroll through a park. Pour, pour. Pour, pour. Some people pronounce this word poor, poor. However, you can also say poor. Having no or little money. Amber came from a poor family, but managed to become successful. Pour. You put liquid in a container. Could you please pour me some orange juice? How to say beer and bear. That's a tough one. A lot of students confuse those two words. I'm going to say each word 3 times quickly. Beer, beer, beer. Bear, bear, bear. That's a tricky one. Okay, 47. Plain, simple, without designs or flavor. And this adjective can be negative or neutral. All children were asked to bring in a plain white t-shirt. This just means simple, no designs. If the adjective is negative, you could say, ooh, this soup is a bit plain. There's no flavor. Plane, a vehicle for flying. John has a license to fly a small plane. 48. Tear, 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 tear. This is a tear, a single drop when you cry. I wiped a few tears away from my eye. A tear can also be one level among other levels. This birthday cake has 3 tiers. Membership at the gym is divided into 3 tiers. Each one is a different price, different levels. Good. Miranda asks, what is the difference between a pier and a bridge? A bridge goes from A to B, like over a river. A pier just stops a little bit into the water, so you can actually sit on the edge of a pier. And I'll show you, Miranda, if we look at some images of piers. it's not a bridge. It just kind of stops in the water, like a little pier. Right, so a bridge goes all the way across. Okay. Nice, nice. Last two. You guys are doing a great job. Here we go. Bear, 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 bear. Bear, the adjective, means nothing covers something. We're usually speaking about skin. I walked in my bare feet. No socks, no shoes. Trees are bare this time of year. No leaves. There's nothing covering the tree. Bear, a type of large animal. Here we go. Campers. Campers are warned not to approach bears. An approach means you walk and you try to get close to them. Clearly, you should not approach bears. And campers are people who camp. Right. Last one. How are you feeling? Because let's look at what we've looked at so far. All of these homophones we've gone through, we're at number 50. And I didn't do this image. Okay. I'll do that one in a second. Compliment, 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 compliment. Compliment, these are nice words you say to someone. It can be a noun or a verb. Like, you're great, that's a compliment. Tracy was given several compliments for her outstanding science project. I spent hours cooking, but no one complimented the meal. No one said anything nice to me. I'm really disappointed. Okay. Compliment, to improve or enhance something, usually about food, fashion, or designs. Light blue paint will be a nice compliment to this already beautiful room. Coffee complements almost any dessert. This means it can improve it. It makes it nice. Ooh, and Dalton, wonderful, thank you so much. I take that as a compliment. Thank you, Dalton. Good, now I need to change this picture. Compliment, coffee complements almost any dessert. Let's get a picture of coffee with dessert, because coffee and dessert, they always go together. Let's do coffee and cake. Coffee and cake. Here we go. I'll choose this picture. There we go, all fixed. So these two are difficult to remember the spelling. This is my personal little trick. Compliment, let me zoom in. The I looks like a person, and people like compliments. People like it when you say nice things to them. So, compliment with the I means nice words. Compliment, E-M-E. Two E's are symmetrical. Symmetry is always a compliment. It always looks good. It enhances something. So that's my little trick to remember the difference between those two. Right. Okay, that's everything. 50 homophones in one lesson. Lots of definitions, lots of examples. If you want all these notes, you can join my channel and become an English nerd. And I know some of my nerds are watching right now. I will have these notes in the English Nerd library within half an hour. So give me a little bit of time to upload everything. If you become a member, you can get a password, and then you can download all the notes from all of my past live lessons. Okay, so here we go. Dan, thanks a lot for your wonderful live lessons. Dan, thank you for being here. I know you come to quite a few of my lives. Thank you very much. Gabby, I like those tricks. Yes, even for me, I need tricks. I forget the difference between with the I or the E. I need little tricks. Laurent, you are welcome. Honey, when is the next live? Let me check my calendar. My next live will be on the 5th. The 5th of February. So I always go live every other Wednesday. Next week, no live. The week after, I'll see you on the 5th. Okay. Crystal says, are you doing a live every day? No. Crystal, I don't go live every day. Twice a month, I go live. Manuel, thanks for having me, Arnell. My written have a trademark. Manuel, you're going to have to write a comment on one of the nerd posts to clarify that for me. But thank you for being here. I loved your examples. Missy, thank you as well. Okay. Yasmin, what about the PDF? The PDF is available to my members. So you have to join my channel, become a member, and then you can download the PDF and have all of the notes. Okay. Good. Thank you very, very much for watching. I've really enjoyed this hour with you, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. See you next time. Bye.